Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. Update time. Mr. Johnson, the defendant who went pro se for his DUI jury trial, he's back for sentencing before Judge Johnson. No relation. If you happen to miss the jury trial, link will be in the video as well as in the description. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Right. All right. This is case number 24M00313 State of Michigan versus Thomas Johnson.
Thomas Johnson.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, you are here for sentencing on this count of operating while intoxicated after jury trial. Did you have a chance to review the pre-sentence report? No? Nobody gave this to Mr. Johnson? It's a chance to review. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you did not have a chance to look at the alcohol assessment and the substance abuse full background report.
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any additions, corrections, deletions to the facts of the report? Okay. All right. So you saw the recommendation. Is there anything you would like to state to the court? Okay. Mr. Shockley, you reviewed the report. Do you have something that people wish to say?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I remember the case, obviously. We just tried it not too long ago. And, Mr. Johnson's defense really wasn't that he wasn't drinking or driving. It basically was that he was in Southfield when he did it. So, and as the report says, he was driving kind of fast on 8 miles, and that's what caught the state police's attention and pulled him over. And he did do a blood draw in this case, and it came back at a 0.11. His history, though, he didn't have any other alcohol-related driving offenses. And the needs assessment came back with a mild alcohol use disorder without a drug of choice. That's consistent with an educational program. The defendant maintained that in this instance, he usually would only drink a couple of times, 2 to 3 times a year with 2 shots of cognac. But in this instance, he had a few shots of tequila, which got him to the 0.11. He believed he was capable of driving to a friend's home when he was stopped. There was a slight history of alcohol use in the family, with the dad having had a problem with it at one point in time. So otherwise, Mr. Johnson, it looks like you may not have a major issue with alcohol. This hopefully is a one-time aberration. So I will agree with probation that yes, education is key with this. So I'm going to follow the recommendation. I just think that it's, you need to kind of just learn a little bit about alcohol use, about yourself, about how it affects you, and hopefully move forward with the understanding that you can't go out and drink several shots of anything really and expect to be sober. You might feel like you can drive, but the test is whether you're over that legal limit. That's the real test. Although there is partly a test that says, can you control your vehicle in the manner that you normally would because you're under the influence. But that part of it is different than just being over that legal limit. And nobody knows where the legal limit is when they're drinking. They can only kind of guess. So that's why, it's not illegal to have alcohol in your system. You just can't get to that limit. And that's why you can't do shots. One of them could possibly get you there because it's straight alcohol, just going right into your blood. So I'm willing to do term of probation for you. I'm gonna reduce the term to 12 months rather than 15 months. I don't really see this as a major issue for an extended period of probation, which means you could, if you're in total compliance, ask the court to terminate your probation within 6 months, which would be half of the time that I'm going to order. There's a form that you would have to ask probation for, fill it out. Probation then makes a comment on your compliance. They send it to the prosecutor. The prosecutor doesn't disagree. They send it to me. If I don't disagree, I'll just sign it off on paper. If one of us has a concern, then we would set it for hearing and see if you should be early terminated. All right, so period of 12 months of probation, $480 of probation oversight fees. The fines and costs in this matter is going to be $800. There's no direct jail. You've spent some time in jail. I have no idea how many days.
11.
You think you have had 11? Well, we'll go with. So we'll go with 14 days credit for 11. The other 3 days is you will do in an alternative program, which is the impact weekend. So no more jail if you just go to that weekend educational program. You'll go to the victim impact panel. Of course, no alcohol or unprescribed drugs, and there will be testing for that. We'll give you 3 days community service at a nonprofit agency. Now they're requesting outpatient substance abuse treatment. And I'm not sure why they're even asking for that. I don't think I'm going to order that.
Outpatient substance abuse.
Yeah, because he tests with an educational program on that level. Not that he has a major problem. So I will do, though, just for educational purposes, rather than substance abuse treatment, I'm going to do an AA meeting once a week for the first 90 days.
Excuse me. Anywhere? Or
Any AA meeting, yeah, you can do online, but you have to be able to have proof that you were online, or you can go to any meeting anywhere. You can rotate around till you find one you like. Then you might stay at that one. No driving without a valid operator's license of some kind. Do not frequent places where alcohol served or sold. Maintain employment. Pay a substance abuse assessment fee of $100, $75 statutory crime victims' rights fee, emergency services reimbursement for the blood draw and the cost of prosecution, $600, no counsel fee as there was no lawyer. You will get a chance to pay all of that over the course of the 12 months. Even if you haven't finished paying, if you're compliant in 6 months, then we can let you off probation and just put you on a payment plan for any balance that you might owe. So you would not have to be in probation for that. Okay? And there's a $75 warrant fee as well. Okay. That completes the sentence of the court. And we'll have a court officer, wherever he is there, take you downstairs and you can report down to probation and they'll give you information on what they need you to do to start your orientation. You do have a bond. Stacy Musen posted it. Will she apply that towards your fines?
It was, supposed to be 2 because you updated the 5,000 plus 25.
Yeah, I see it.
Judge, reconfirm his address too.
Okay, your phone number ends in 1727? Okay, and is she gonna apply some of the money?
I'll apply my part and
Well, it's all under her name. She didn't put it under your name.
so it's plus 2,000 cash.
Let's see.
3,000 cash plus the, and
Yeah, that's under you.
I'll do it on my part.
Okay, so we're gonna refund and apply. Okay. So there you go. And you can go down to the counter for all of that part. And then take you to probation.
Your Honor, just so the record, there is between the date of jury trial and sentencing. A notice was sent out that was returned to sender, for the bond violation hearing.
For the Faust address?
What I'm thinking is, I'm pretty sure that they just made a mistake and, sent it back or sent it to the wrong.
Well, let's
address.
make sure the address is correct. Let's see the numbers on
Yeah, they
there.
probably sent it, what I'm thinking is they probably sent it to the wrong address and they sent it back. Because I
And
don't.
was that for a no-show on a testing?
Sure, it's something like that. Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Johnson, just make the testing, please.
Yes, well, what happened was, I spoke to Jessica, I called her, remember when I left, 'cause I'm pretty sure it's either the 14th or the 15th when I had to drop. When I had, right after trial, I told you, I said I had to go to Lansing to start this job.
Okay,
And you was like, yeah, I don't mind that. When I was in Lansing, when I had to call, and I called Jessica and she said, okay, she'll let you.
okay. In the future, if you have a job like that, you might let your probation officer know. Is there testing facilities up there you could just run into?
Well, I didn't know, that's why I just called and reached out to the court.
Okay. It's a drug. So, I don't understand.
Yeah, if you came
The
back-
post office has sent it back saying,
No, I know. That's why-
return to sender, attempted, not known, unable to forward. And that's it. Well, why are they saying it's not, you're not known?
Like, go send it back.
The post office is, I get this a lot and I don't know why, but we have people that say they've never moved out of an apartment and we have noticed this coming back. So we're not there. So I have no information, but at least we got the right address. Okay. You're all set. Good luck, sir.
So go to the probation department now?
Yeah, he's gonna take you down. You're gonna deal with the bond part probably first. So she can get her refunds.
I used to pay, all I did,
Yeah, you can use it. And if you got anything coming back, they will mail you a check and they will mail her a check.
well, hers was on a credit card. They go back on the card.
And you have to ask them down at the counter, however she paid it. Okay. All right. So good luck. And that
I'm so
completes.
glad this is over.
Well, not quite. You gotta make sure you comply with
I'll
probation.
take care of probation.
Okay, you usually come, so I feel confident that you will.
Oh, I need that paperwork.
Yeah, he's gonna walk down with you.
Okay, quick signature.